Here's why I say the Jags win. Number one, you got the best player in the draft. Whenever you walk away from the situation and you can say our guy is better than not only any guy you got, but any guy you'll get with those other picks, you have to feel good about yourself. Number two, this is a bet on yourself to be good in year two. The 2026 first rounder is only going to be substantial for Cleveland if everything goes wrong for the Jags. You have a quarterback, you have a competent head coach, and you just brought in Travis Hunter, who will help you on both sides of the ball from day one. The Jaguars could at least say, even if you don't think Trevor Lawrence is a franchise quarterback, you could at least say he could be Baker Mayfield. Could he not? Can he not be Baker Mayfield level of production under Liam Cohen this year?
Yeah, that's a possibility for sure.
I would say that's probably the bar. Like, you want to be at or above what Baker did, and if he could do that, the Jags could be a team that could contend for the AFC South or potentially make the playoff with the wild card. But here's why they really won the trade. I'm going to give you a few other historic draft day trade-ups for big-time players that worked out, and I'm going to ask you, C-Cat, if you can remember the team on the other side of the trade. So,
I'm not good at this, so odds are no.
Exactly. In 1985, the San Francisco 49ers traded up in the draft to select Jerry Rice. Obviously, that works out for the Niners. They mission accomplished. They got him with the 17th overall pick. San Francisco sent a first rounder, a second, and a third rounder to one team to go out and get this Hall of Fame wide receiver out of Mississippi Valley State. C-Cat, do you know what team they traded with?
It was the Houston Oilers.
Absolutely not. It was the New England Patriots.
Okay.
All right, so they made that trade with the Patriots in 85. Who got the better of that deal between the Niners and the Pats?
The Niners did.
Yeah, because they got the player. How about we go to something more recent? You might remember the team on the other side of this one. Kansas City gave up the 27th overall pick in 2017, plus a third rounder and its next year first-round pick. Similar kind of capital to move up from 22nd to 10th to go get Texas Tech's Patrick Mahomes.
Who was on the other side of that?
The Chiefs trade up in 2017 to get Mahomes. They give a lot of capital up. I know it's a quarterback, but still, stick with me. They sent a lot of assets out to get a guy that not a lot of people had that high of a grade on. It's worked out for the Chiefs, obviously. The other team got a lot of trade assets.
Was it the Panthers?
No, Houston Texans. Exactly. Also, in 2011, the last time we saw a team trade up heavily for a wide receiver that worked out was the Falcons trading up for Julio Jones. That worked out for Atlanta. They sent their first rounder, a second rounder, and a fourth round pick of that year, along with next year's first and fourth round picks. They sent that heap of picks, 6 picks to one team just to trade up from 27 overall to number 6. That's when the Falcons went out and got Julio Jones. Again, a Hall of Fame wide receiver, I guess future Hall of Famer because he recently retired. In 2011, when the Falcons made that trade, C-Cat, could you guess who was on the other side of it?
Was it the Philadelphia Eagles?
The Cleveland Browns. In 2011, the Falcons traded up all of those picks to the Cleveland Browns to go get Julio Jones. We know who that guy is. We know what he meant to that franchise. The Browns got 6 picks out of that and absolutely nothing to show from it from 2011 on through today. And guess what happens last night? Oh, who is that? Is that the Cleveland Browns trading back for future draft assets? And who are they trading away to get? Oh, they're trading back to get Mason Graham. Great. A defensive tackle. That's going to shift the course of your franchise. Whereas the Jaguars jump up and get Travis Hunter, who we know is going to work out at the next level. The Jags already won this deal, not just because of who they brought in-house, but because future picks, these future assets that we all try to herald as, the hope on the other side, very rarely does it work out, and very rarely are we looking back on these trades and saying, this team actually won it. This team was good because they were able to get these ancillary picks. The Jags got the guy. They won the trade. C-Cat, who do you think won the trade?
The Cleveland Browns won the trade.
Tina?
I think the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think the Jaguars and Travis Hunter won the trade. That's his franchise now. Why do you think the Browns won it?
I think the Browns won it because I think it's unfair for you to use previous history and decisions made against them in this scenario. And the Cleveland Browns are not a Travis Hunter away. No, they need to compile picks, add value, and they still had the 5th overall pick this year. This was an easy decision for me. I loved this move from the Browns.
Do you think any of those picks will be as good as Travis Hunter at the next level?
I think that those picks can be used to acquire a more important position in 2026, the position the Cleveland Browns have never been able to get right. Travis Hunter's great. I like Travis Hunter a lot. He seems like a great young man. He's a very fun football player to watch. But if you want to use previous history against the Cleveland Browns, I mean, doesn't he kind of smell like Jabril Peppers on steroids?
Absolutely not.
Sometimes when you try to do everything right at the NFL level, you do everything kind of average.
I'm trying to see, like, because I remember what Jabril Peppers was really good at Michigan. I'm looking in his trophy case. Well, he didn't win the Blitnikoff Award. That's weird. Let me see. Maybe he won the Remick. No, not that either. Well, that's weird. Well, maybe he won the Heisman then. Maybe that was how you got the comp between Travis Hunter and no, not a Heisman either. Did he at least play all the snaps that Travis Hunter did? Did he at least show himself to be the best overall prospect that's graded out by pretty much every draft analyst as Travis Hunter did? I don't think so.
Well, that's why I said it's Jabril Peppers on metaphorical steroids.
It's much different than Jabril Peppers on steroids. That's crazy.
Well, it's someone that's going to be a jack of all trades, a Swiss Army knife, coming to the NFL when you step up in competition.
He's elite at two things. It's not jack of all trades.
He is elite in college football at two things. So elite that he won a Heisman for it.
Yeah.
But we're talking about a non-NFL proven commodity that you are giving so much draft capital away. I think both teams and both franchises are better for the decision that they made to make this trade. But if I'm saying one team got better than the other did, it's Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are a better spot at a higher level than the Jaguars did because of this trade.
There's no way that didn't even sound right when you said it.
Yes.
That didn't even feel right when it came out of your mouth.
Not as an organization entirely, but they got further steps forward in getting better as a franchise.
You believe it?
Yes, I absolutely believe it.
Joke.
No, it's not. I'm not just arguing for the sake of arguing in this case.
I know you're not arguing for the sake of arguing. I think it is hilarious and it is a joke that we are going to presume the Browns got better based off of last night where the Jaguars went and got a guy that we know is going to be talented. There's nothing you can tell me that will convince me that with the 36th overall pick in the second round here, which will likely end up they'll turn into a quarterback between their two picks that they'll have tonight. One of it's going to end up turning into a quarterback, and all the quarterbacks left, a lot of question marks. So you can go ahead and flush that pick down the toilet. Then you got a fourth round pick this year as well. What are you getting? Beef up the line? Cool. Fourth rounder. Cute. Yeah, I'm sure Travis Hunter is going to have trouble outproducing whatever they get in the fourth round this year with that pick. And no, I'm not done. Next year you get a first rounder. 2026 first rounder. You want to go through the past first round picks for the Browns? And tell me whether or not you think that this is a team that's going to pick somebody that's going to supersede what Travis Hunter's going to do with the Jaguars?
So what's the point of all this? Because if the Browns selected Travis Hunter, he would be a Browns first-round pick.
Yes.
So then Travis Hunter would suck because of all previous first-round picks for the Browns sucked.
No, he's Travis Hunter. This is number 2 overall pick.
So he's the exception.
This is the sure thing.
So then why won't there be a prospect next year? That
because
plays
they're
a more
not
important
picking in the
position.
top 10.
I mean, I'm sure when you have 2 first-round picks, you can get into the top 10, if not the Jaguars pick being in the top 10.
So you're saying the reason why they win this trade is because they might be able to draft like Arch Manning or something by trading that? Because the Jaguars' first rounder in 2026 is not going to be a top 10 pick.
I'm sure you can use it to get one when you combine it with the Browns' first round.
So you're saying
that
the compounding amount of things that they'll be able to do based on their new picks will be more impactful. Then I have this question to ask you then. If Travis Hunter can, and again, this is all us estimating stuff out, if he can turn into a player that is competing for MVPs because of his production on both sides of the ball, receiver and corner, is he not more valuable than a quarterback that is not top 10? You know, I'm trying to think of like a Geno Smith level quarterback, a Jared Goff, a Brock Purdy level quarterback.
Again, that is all results oriented. We don't know if a quarterback.
I'm just saying, I gave you the results, and you tell me what's more valuable to you.
We've all discussed
a
how
top
loaded
tier receiver and corner, or a middling quarterback.
Well, that quarterback that's drafted in the middle of the first round might turn into a franchise quarterback.
Good.
Especially
it's a coin flip. Quarterbacks are coin flips.
Yes, I would take a 50% chance at being relevant because you have a great quarterback versus a guarantee with Travis Hunter being wasted on the current Cleveland Browns with no quarterback.
And the Browns have tried what you just said year after year after year, and the results, well, they speak for themselves.
Yeah, shut up, Tina.
Why are you going against Tina now?
That was entertaining to see both of you.
That was fun.
Go back and forth. I like sitting here.